but also Yorn. So now I'm not 100% sure.
You did have buffs on the latest patch coming out of Cricknet, though. Cricknet does have a higher damage output that he can provide.
I like the Cricknet. I do not like the Yorn. I do not understand the Yorn.
That was going to be my follow-up question. Where does Yorn actually fit in this composition?
Doesn't.
So what you can do...
Thank you, Invirum.
What you can do is you can run the Yorn as... I guess you build him a ton of life steal, or you run him kind of just off to the side of the fight, and hope that you can... Oh, they're putting him in jungle?
Unless we're... No, they're gonna...
I hope they rotate, yes.
No, yeah, they're still
okay.
You have the 60 seconds after the Jinnar gets locked into.
I had the exact... The punish swap, yeah.
And I was like, wait, what?
Well,
okay,
so here's... Punish, and he took punish.
Here's why I kind of... For the second wave of commitment, Grizzly Q draws the attention, slows down the fight, and then Vex does this.
The drone drop that comes in, Grizzly Q, though, is going to be the one in trouble. Trading out right now, Vex finding the kill of his own. And I like this aggression in the early game. Poseidon here as well, the dominant mid laner on that flash. That's going to be so fun to watch. The tower HP... Overall, I feel like Queso has been really commanding so far in this fight. Vex needs to come online. They need to start looking for some initiations, which is what they're doing right now. The noob is getting caught out, pops the Chaos Protection. The Usurpers is there trying to play defense, but they are going to get the kill. And now Team Queso is out, so a little bit out of position. They're split. The Metamorphosis is there. Vex hard commits, but he's doing work for his team as the rest of Nova is there, ripping through the back line of Queso. Ibuchichi does fall. But look at this. Look at how long JVIC survives.
And Barbara's now in. There's the shock.
There's the shock, but a nice Ghost Walk, dodging that out beautifully, baiting it. That is the Nova that we come to expect right now. Finally, Vex decides it's time to fight. Being played by Vex, one of the forcing out not only the shock, forcing the life of Barbara now on the edge is going to fall. Now Vex might be in trouble. If the team can rotate up, JVIX might be able to take it down, but no. I'm a bug!
Vex right there, but it was a solid attempt. The fact that he's occupied top lane leaves this mid open.
Chaos Protection is there, the flash ult ripping now. The turning back is JVIX as well. Beautiful turn there, and that is actually going to be the counter play. Thinking they had that was Nova, but in a moment, JVIX just says no.
Spectacular timing, and he's not done yet. Pulled underneath the tower, he finds yet another kill. From bot lane, they came in and just tagged for like 2 damage. All the way across the map, iFlex casually led the goal.
I mean, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see starting things off. iFlex, again, he's going to be here in these fights on this backline.
Oh, that's good.
Bringing the backline up front. As Ruiz is getting chunk support, also is going to be there as well. Keep them there, shock totally whiffing, but Poseidon is now in deep. The kills are going to be traded back and forth right now. Grizzly Q is going to win once again, trying to find the backline right now. But we have Crash splitting the team fight beautifully, and now Grizzly Q is in without the rest of his team. A lot of damage. They're chasing the backline up into the tower right now, though. But Poseidon is going to fall, but he's giving his life for the Dragon in this situation because the Abyssal Dragon will go the way of Nova, but JVIX wants to continue this fight. They have a potential advantage up 5v4.
Isn't going our way. Time to say no. Time to just back up, and I don't think Nova are going to let them.
Nova does not want to, as Poseidon is going in deep in the backline, taking a lot of damage. Metamorphosis there. Grizzly Q is getting very low. Coco on the flank right now with the Ghost Walk, trying to find the backline as well. Ibuchichi could be the target. Ibuchichi is going to be there, surviving, sustaining the noob as well as the Marja falls. The bush itself.
Yep.
Ah.
And it's something that Nova love to do. This is always a strategy they execute. Now Team Queso, a little murder bush of their own. Oh, and it's checked the heart shot. That's so smart.
Oh, I love that going in, and now they know exactly where it is. The Chaos Protection already forced to be blown to deny the Dark Dominion there. That's huge. The tower is getting chunked, but once again, Poseidon trying to find the backliner. But Ibuchichi has been so unprotected in these fights as now Vex is going to the dome drop, but it's actually Javix, the tanky frontliner, who is getting low. And Grizzly Q there once again in the backline. Poseidon is going to be there, but the solid counter engage as well with the ult coming in from Javix Barbara to split the fight right now with the shock. But once again, the Ghost Walks is there. Vex is taking so much damage, committing on the wrong position. Vex is going to drop as well. Grizzly Q getting low. Can they survive through this? No! Nova is somehow trying to take them down there. Are they going to do it? JVIX is back once again, but still, Nova taking this fight.
That was the opposite engagement. Again, you see the effects of being able to dive in, do burst damage, and not find value. But this time Nova had such a staggered engage that they were able to save their late game burst damage. Vex was iFlex was constantly playing separated from the rest of the team.
Now we're going to see the push as well. I mean, again, the position from Grizzly Q just forcing a response from Queso being like, look, you have to defend your tower, but all the while we're taking this Darkslayer, and now Poseidon's going to go in the back. Metamorphosis is there, but splitting the fight once again. But look at this commitment with the shock as well. Poseidon was not able to get those key kills. The rest of the team is now there, but it is actually going to be Barbara who falls, and surviving now is Nova. They've also reached their point of critical mass. The damage dealers weren't there. Now they're diving under core. That's 1 kill. That's 2. Vex is going to be there, but he's going to be back in real deep with the Dark Dominion. Once again, they're diving under the core, and that's going to be GG.
is not a fan of the range. He prefers the melee. He prefers being able to be more of a carry from that aspect. Murad gives him the ability to do so with the mechanical prowess that he has on those heroes.
And I think this is the right call from Team Queso, but I think Nova, especially with their propensity towards running dive engage compositions, will chew through this 3-man backline. They have 3 characters they need to protect, and I think all 3 of them are going to be wrecked, which is why this Raz switch is a good call.
So the Raz, they've got themselves a couple seconds. We'll find out the lock-in right now. It's going to be the Aram. It's going to be the Raz. Do you still pick a side lane Yorn, or do you pick something a little beefier considering what you have in the backline now that you have a squishy jungler in Vex?
I think Nova want an engagement character from the side lane, actually. I'd look for maybe an Irie, or something like it, because being able to pressure the backline is their entire composition now. I do want to see how Marksman side lane plays into Valheim. I do want to see how Yorn Valheim works in the side lane.
Yep.
And ooh,
doesn't matter. It's a Joker.
I think that was the correct pick. I was trying to think of what's the character that fits in the middle of that, and it's the Joker. It's still range. It still has that range poke potential, but can go in with the poison. It can go in with the canister. Can get those picks. Is somewhat nimble. I think that was the perfect middle ground for iFlex. Slight misplay is the Dragon actually not getting picked up throughout that right there, accidentally kiting it back out of range, allowing it to leash. Was Murad there, so I feel like maybe Vex thinking they were under more pressure than they were, but right now they're going to look to finish this up. Barbara is on the flank though, but a solid engage there right now. He is getting chunked as the Dragon goes in there. There's the Pooty Poots as well, trying to get him out, and he's going to fall.
Team Queso will find an answer.
Well, they're also going to find a collapse right now as Ibuchichi is going to be the target. The Fennec absolutely getting chunked right now. The Ancestral, the Angelic Splitter is going in there right now, but it is not nearly enough. The Snare trying to secure this. The Noob looking to chase it down. Grizzly Q not having the being a bro. The pressure from Nova, and this is looking like Season 1 Nova. They're split pushing like absolute gods. They're finding kills everywhere. It's your poison situation. Do you want to lose a tower? Do you want to lose kills? TJ!
I said they're facing a ticking clock whose name is Vex, and the alarm is ringing. That is massive damage.
Oh man, the follow-up is going on through. Committing his life was Grizzly Q.
So that he can ult on these pushes.
Speaking of ults, we do see the shot going in from Jbex. Grizzly Q really far forward, but the high ground tower falls and the Noob is low. The Snare not really being a factor there in that fight, not even able to get it off. All the while too, Zenio from Coco, the split push now on this bottom side. That is 2 high ground towers of 1 push, utilizing this Drake beautifully as Grizzly Q is pushing it. They're going up the court as well. Jbex is there. Grizzly Q is all the way in deep. The back, the Noob is finding the Snare on iFlex, but it is not going to be enough as the Noob is going to drop. iFlex stays alive. We do trade out right now as Teamy follows. Jbex is very strong, standing through this, trying to take down the Drake with the high ground tower as well. From Vex is getting low. That is all 3 in 1 push.
But we see again, and I won't harp on this enough, the Noob is the key to their return. This Aram does so much. If they can stall out a fight like that, imagine what they could have done earlier on.
The canned laughter goes on through, returning it. Jbex bringing it right on back and diving right into his demise. There are still minions on the core. Barbera is getting chunked now. If all they need to do is get 1 more minion wave through, Nova are looking to end it right here, right now. Will this be an overstay? Look at the poke damage, and that is going to be it. There is no way Nova doesn't win this. That's GG. They take this 2 games to 0.